Busy. Biz. Are we busy? Are we live? Okay, well, if we're not live yet, how are you doing? How are you doing, my guy? Since we're not live, you could talk to me, you know? You never talk to me. I'm gonna be a meditator for $3,000. I barely got that. Right? Why do you need $4,000 to buy a motorcycle? I mean, it sounds expensive, ding dong. Okay, it's not my place to judge. It's not my place to judge your motorcycle funding activities, but you need to do a fundraiser. And my PayPal account just got hacked. My PayPal account got hacked. Your PayPal account got hacked. Will you stop smoking crack and eating peanut butter? It doesn't combine into me being able to understand you when you eat peanut butter after smoking that stuff. But your PayPal account got hacked, huh? Really? I have a hard time believing that your PayPal account got hacked. Well, I've only heard of 2 other people saying that their PayPal account got hacked, and they're not trustworthy at all. Listen, dude, you want a motorcycle? Your PayPal account's getting hacked. Bro, busy. I don't know if I can help you, my dude. I don't know if I can help you with this, but yeah. I want to find a flat earther and then hug him. I want him to ride bits on my bike. You want a flat earther to... Are you trolling me right now, bro? You're trolling me right now. You want to have a flat earther... You want to have a flat earther ride bitch on your... Whoa! Hold up, busy. Kathy got deleted. Oh, was it an accident? Oh, okay. I think Snow Dog accidentally deleted some people. Did you get him back? I think Kristen deleted him. Did Kristen delete them because I like Thanksgiving and I like Kathy? It was an accident, busy. Shut up. Okay, back to our shtick, okay? Yes, I'd like to have a flat earther ride bitch on my motorbike so that I could be near his butt and his penis. Why are you talking about a flat earther's penis, bro? Busy. That's inappropriate. It's highly inappropriate to talk about a flat earther's butt and penis after saying that your PayPal account got hacked and that you're going to spend $5,000 on a motorbike. Busy. You know, we're live right now. We're live. Busy. I'm going to fire you. You said we weren't live. We weren't supposed to have that conversation live. What are you doing, Busy? God. Check out. Baby, I'm live. We live. Biz. Hit it. I don't know. Why did the chicken... Busy, what are you doing right now? We're starting a show. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because of the penis. Your penis jokes aren't funny, Busy. Stop it. Ew. Ew, bro. God. My I'm not saying who's there, Busy. This is going to be a really stupid... What has gotten into you? This isn't content. It's not amusing. It's not funny. It doesn't make sense. Who's there? Who's there, Busy?
A planet penis.
Oh my God, I'm going to freaking throw you out of here. Like a football. I'm going to punt you. Don't turn the Busy. Don't turn the music down.
Hey, Uni, what's the definition of atheism?
Oh my God! When you don't believe in God.
No, it's a penis.
That's not funny. I'm tired. Busy, take away this mic. Get the mic away from him. Oh, okay, I took Busy's mic away. I took his mic away. He won't be making any more dumb jokes. I apologize for the inappropriate nature and unfunny, boring content that are Busy's jokes. They have no meaning other than to express that Busy sucks. Hi, guys. Glad you guys liked the interview earlier. It was a lot of fun. Saf is just the coolest person ever. I'm not even playing. So, I mean, hold on. Let me fix my camera here. I haven't fixed my camera yet. I reset it. Saf is like the coolest person you'll ever meet. I think that conveyed into the interview. I think that was like something that conveyed through the interview, right? And Saf is now a friend of the show. So we intend on, like, if a big event happens, like, or something pops off or something, and we need the advice of someone with Saf's expertise, because Saf really is an expert in raising exotic animals and being this experience with the Netflix thing. If there's something out there that Saf can weigh in on, or even if Saf just has a news story pop off or something, we're going to get Saf in here to talk. And Saf said that was cool. So if you liked Saf and you liked the interview, make sure you like it. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you share it or whatever. But make sure you follow Saf, because Saf said to follow him, and Saf is very like chill. Like, Saf's already following back a bunch of you guys, so it's tight. All right, I'm sorry. Look, if you want to know what the penis joke thing is about, Busy's just making fun of some people out there who, my lord, if you want to make fun of me for playing video games, playing video games is 100 times better content than what I was caught up on today. And heavens to Betsy, the simptitude is real. The simptitude is real. Simping for subs. Simping for subs. Why would you ever simp for subs? No, hashtag no simping for subs. Hashtag don't simp for subs. There you go. There you go. Now? That's how it should work, right? It's one of those days where I don't have a show written for you, but I do have a show put together. I don't have it outlined. I don't have it drawn together. I don't have it, like, professionally done. I never have my show professionally done, but I don't have it, completely set up, basically. So what we do have, though, is a video from Tipster, where I think we do need to hear it. His title is YouTube just declared war on the entire commentary community. Now, this does kind of, like, pique my interest, and I'll tell you why right now. Because I am a old school commentary YouTuber. Not too old school. Maybe going back 4 years, 5 years at the most. I need to see how long. It's definitely been 4. But I don't know if it's been 5. I need to look. Gotta go look and see. But I used to do commentary, basically. I used to sit down with the camera, talk about something, and put a bunch of jokes and a bunch of, like, skits and stuff in. before I started live streaming all the time after demonetization hit, right? And you guys, a lot of the people that watch me now may not have even watched much of my initial commentary, but either way, UNIRock2 does have at least 1 commentary to 3 commentary to 5 commentary videos a month, but mostly lower numbers in the last year. I usually try to get a commentary video out every month. Typically, they're my videos that do the best. They just do really shitty when I first put them out. Anyway, just so you know, I do have an interest in this. Now, I've only seen the first couple minutes. You can actually see where I've watched up to like right here. It loaded that much, so I've seen this. Now, I didn't get to necessarily see what Tipster was talking about, but Tipster's my dude. Me and Tipster go back a long time back. I started watching Tipster when he only had a couple thousand subs, and Tipster's been on the platform 3 times, twice or 3 times longer than me. I ain't playing, but he's good. He knows his stuff, okay? Look, a lot of people out there, they look at YouTube and they're like, I could do that. And I would do great. I'd get a lot of views or something. I'd be good at this thing or some shit. Well, the truth is, you could be the best YouTuber ever and get no views. You could be the worst YouTuber ever and get a bunch of views, right? The thing that gets you views is a lot of shitty stuff. But if we ignore a lot of the shittier stuff that gets people views and stick to things that you or I or Tipster or someone else could do to have views on the platform, I would say one function of having views is being able to look at a story and know when it impacts people and to not clickbait out. Because if Tipster was a clickbaiter, he would have never blown up. Now, Tipster blew up. Well, what was it? A year ago? 10 months ago? He's still growing. He's still doing great. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. I've said that for a long time. I think I've said that for years now. So anyway, I can't up-talk Tipster anymore. I don't want to. I probably could have even worked with Tipster a little bit here and there, but me and Tipster don't make the same kind of content. Our content is different. So I never thought it would work out, but I wish I would have worked with him a little more going back because I want to know what he's saying in this video. I know he's talking about Susie Lou. I know he's talking about YouTube and an announcement that YouTube made about how the Autobot system, that's what I call it, right? The Autobots or the algorithm is going to be taking down videos, even videos that are fine in the community guidelines. To give you some context, YouTube hasn't been applying strikes like they normally would. And I'm not saying you can't get a strike right now. You can. I'm saying that I don't know how they've done it, but I've seen people have videos taken down and not get strikes there. But I've seen people have videos taken down and get strikes. I guess it just depends. I guess it just depends on the topic, or maybe, who knows? He's going to hook us up with a little bit of information here. I want to pull up my live chat and talk to you because it's been a while. I've been doing a lot of work on video production, on branding, on scheduling, on writing, on scripting. I've been working more than I typically work, even though you may see me a little bit less. And on UNIRock2, it's more like I want to get my content where I want it before I just like pile back over there. But I've got so many good things planned that meets the criteria for content, like the interview with the Tiger King cast member Saf that we did earlier today. So if you haven't seen that, take a look at it. If you like it, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think, because it went really good. I couldn't have had the interview go any better, honestly. And that's because of Saf. Saf is... It sucks when you watch something on television, because I don't know about you, but if you've ever looked behind the scenes of television, you know that 99% of all of it's fake. Now, I know Netflix isn't exactly television, but there has been accusations from members of the Tiger King documentary crew that parts of the documentary were fabricated or were narratives that they built using the implication of several other clips. Those are coming from people like Baskins, people like Lowe, the people in the documentary that are actually controversial figures. So I like seeing somebody from the documentary like Seth that wasn't a controversial figure in the documentary, that actually got along with everybody, that took a moral stand, that got out of there when things went crazy and, you know, just wanted to help the animals dip out And to hear, you know, Saf tell me that, no, the documentary was on point with pretty much everything it put out, like to that extent. And I know there's going to be inaccuracies no matter what you say. And Saf can't know everything, but it does help me kind of get a better grasp of the documentary. Now, this documentary is actually very similar to several other stories that I'm going to be talking about in the next few months. Some of these stories you've probably heard of. Some of them you haven't. I know a lot of people that have heard about the missing Native American women. I know a lot of people that have heard about several other kind of mysteries that are going on that are real world mysteries. They're not just invented. They're not just fake. They have a real statistic or a real provable thing to them. That's some of the content I'm going to be getting into coming up. And it takes a lot of prep, a lot of reading, a lot of calling people, talking to people. But I think I'm going to be putting out some really good... I think you guys will like the videos I'm going to put out about that type of content. But Tiger King is a mishmash of every type of content that I like. And that's why I thought I'd get some interviews on Tiger King. I'd talk about it a tiny bit before we move into some of these other topics, like one that I'm working on now, the missing Native American women of the United States and Canada, or I'd say North America, right? I don't want to get too deep into any of the other stuff going on. I just want to tell you that we're working on another interview. If you like that interview, please just let us know. Like I said, comment, do something, leave us something so that I can kind of get your ideas and brainstorm. Because I really do try to check on like social media, check other places, to look in the comments section. I just try to make it topical instead of just spending a lot of time in there. So I really want to do what you want me to do going into the future. Plus, I got good news when it comes to the RockAlot channel. We've got a video launching tomorrow, and I've gotten some stuff done with a plan for content here on RockAlot. Plus, and it's not going to try to take away. It's not going to take away from any of the content on UNIRock2. It's not easy to get set up, to get flowing, but it's working. As long as my microphone will keep working, as long as my equipment doesn't go out. I'm talking to you, camera. You're not supposed to have a mic, my dude. You're not supposed to have that mic. Oh, here we go. Before I hear any more of your jokes, let's hear what Tipster has to say. Here we go.
Hey guys, Tipster here, and I'm not going to do my usual intro or anything in relation to this video because we just got some news right now that is a very serious problem for the entire commentary genre.
Now, I'm going to respect Tipster and his content. I'm going to tell you to go to Tipster News to watch. YouTube just declared war on the entire commentary community. I'm going to share it on Twitter if you want to find it. And I'm going to skip ahead to here where he starts talking about
behavior. She even brags about the fact that she has a YouTube partner manager that takes care of and escalates these situations for her. She's openly bragging about it on her Twitter. So
she got a YouTube simp, Tipster. We're going to talk about simps tonight. We got some simps to talk about tonight.
I've had several videos strike down by Susie Lou. John Swan has had a couple of videos strike down.
Yeah, but dude, did you see John Swan's video? Well, let's take a look at John Swan's video here in a minute because, dude.
Down. And John Swan
I don't think it should be taken down, though. That's not what I'm saying.
Appealed one of those strikes on his channel, the one on his big documentary style video on Susie Lou, a commentary masterpiece, I would dare call it, because this was one of the
I haven't seen that
best commentary videos that I have ever seen. It was very well researched, it was very well done, the editing was top tier, and this was a fantastic video littered with little bits of humor throughout it. And apparently Susie Lou doesn't like that humor because she decided to flag down this video. And so we've been waiting for an official response from Team YouTube. We had Keemstar talk about this situation. We had Scarce, the quartering, optimality, and the reporting.
The quartering did? I didn't see that. Or I think I saw Keem talk on Twitter, but I didn't see him talk on YouTube, so.
System to strike down videos that are critical of her. These have been massive concerns throughout the entire YouTube community. We got a response from Team YouTube today, and that response is absolutely concerning. Again, if you are a fan of commentary on YouTube as it stands today, that genre is severely at risk now on the platform. What exactly am I talking about? So John Swan tweeted this out when he got another strike from Susie Lou on the 9th, so just yesterday. And Team YouTube decided to respond to this tweet.
Hold on, I gotta see this.
And let me read to you.
We apply our policies consistently, regardless of who flags content. Your video is flagged by many users before being removed. The team reviewed your appeal and confirmed that the video violated our harassment policy. We appreciate that you re-uploaded an edited copy of the video that complies with our policy and does not include repeated attacks based on somebody else's appearance. We also looked into your concerns regarding copyright abuse and did not find any evidence of that. Yeah, that's right. Basically, YouTube is telling us that if we want to go react to entire effing anime cartoon videos, entire TV show videos, we can. So I'm following Susie Lou. I ain't playing. If Susie Lou can do it, then Uni can do it toonie. I'm doing it. I'm going to be watching some damn TV shows up in here. Don't worry. I'm going to make sure that I have a big box of me and a little box of it. We're going to do it. We're going to be doing it. I'm not playing either. You think I'm joking? I ain't joking.
You what they had to say. We apply our policy. So what are you talking about, YouTube? That literally didn't happen. That was not in this video.
Well, the thing is, John Swan is accused of doing a video where he makes fun of Susie Lou's appearance, like taking shots at her forehead and stuff like that. Whereas I think he should be able to. That's what do we live in a damn place where an adult's fifis can't be hurt because they have some feature to them that somebody else cracks a joke about? You got to be kidding me here. It's just crazy psycho. It's not bullying. I don't see how in the hell, like, where does comedy go when you get this level of censorship? And how does Susie Lou, she's taken down straight commentary, many straight commentary videos. How is this happening? I'm starting to think Susie Lou's freaking working for YouTube. Because why? Why would YouTube back a creator? For those of you that don't know, Susie Lou watches anime videos. I mean, she literally just sits there where I'm sitting and has a square over there that has that's a square of a video capture where she plays a cartoon. She plays a show. Now, PewDiePie did one today, reacted to the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Comedy Central needs to take down every roast video. Well, that's the thing. I think what YouTube is telling us is watch those damn things. I think YouTube's saying as long as you're sitting there commentating through it and reacting to it, there's no issue.
We also looked into your concerns regarding copyright abuse and did not find any.
I mean, they're literally saying it right here. Susie Lou is not breaking copyright. I'm going to go watch some Susie Lou videos tonight. I've already seen 2. And I swear to God, dude, they were almost entire episodes where she just sits there and blinks. I'm not putting her down. Susie, don't strike me. I'm not putting you down, Susie. I'm one of your simps, Susie Lou. I simp for you, Susie. Do not strike. I will simp for you to not get a strike, Susie.
Evidence of that.
That was a joke, Susie. That was not harassment. That was a joke. I was not harassing you. It didn't have to do with her appearance.
YouTube
Whose side are you on? Whose side are you on, Busy?
Find any evidence of Susie
God
abusing copyright on their platform. So let me ask you, Team YouTube, what about this strike against Mark After Dark last year? Now, granted, in fairness to Susie, she did eventually retract this strike based on outrage from the community. Fair enough, all right? But this was an abuse of the copyright system. She flagged down a clip that was very clearly fair use. What about the stolen content we found that she had on her channel at this time that she issued this copyright strike against Mark After Dark? She had stolen content from GameSpot.com, completely re-uploaded their content and claimed it as her own and monetized it. What about the time that...
Yeah. She did actually take an entire GameSpot video, copy it, like use the entire thing, but then put her logo over the damn thing. I swear to God, bro.
She uploaded Kingdom Hearts memory archives. completely unaltered, onto her channel and fully monetized. What about the time she streamed BBC live streams? She restreamed it.
I do that all the time, Tipster. Are you gonna tell on me? I'm just playing with you, man. Tipster will get mad at me if I ain't careful. Tipster, you don't want to bug with Tipster. I ain't playing.
On her stream with no commentary whatsoever. None of that is abuse of copyright.
They're saying it's okay, my dude. We should be celebrating this. It gives us a boatload of content, my dude. Easy content. This is a. Do I need to tell everybody I'm joking? That they can get that, right? You don't have to give them a disclaimer. They don't even understand you. Crack and peanut butter, my dude. Crack and peanut butter. We get some content out of this, Tipster. It's all good. I want to react to Parasite. I want to watch entire Parasite episodes on my channel.
And what about the content that's currently on her channel right now? Full, unaltered reactions to anime episodes.
We're allowed. They're telling us literally that we're allowed.
You are allowing her to host
Yes.
copyright infringement on your platform.
No. Something about this equation. Okay. Full anime episodes plus me sitting in the corner equals okay by YouTube standards. I don't have a problem with that.
But here you're stating you found no examples of copyright abuse from Susie Lou's channel.
Bro, I'm next. I'm going to start reacting to these things.
I don't understand how you can come to that conclusion.
I don't either, Tipster, but it's amazing.
How can you state that when she literally right now, as we speak, has copyrighted material on her channel? This makes no sense.
What if the company that made that material is gone now, so the copyright's gone? Maybe she knows something that we don't. Maybe Susie Lou is the smartest. My comedy is borderline. It's borderline YouTube suicide. I have to shut up now. I was going to say, maybe she's the best YouTuber ever. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go there.
Pushing the copyright abuse aside, we've clearly seen that she's willing to abuse the reporting system to get rid of criticism, to silence.
Now that's an issue.
Criticism. You guys are allowing.
Because I'm gone, bro. You make it illegal to criticize. My whole channel's gone.
This to happen.
I don't have a YouTube personality anymore. You take that from me.
Why? Why are you defending this girl who repeatedly engages in behavior that violates your terms of service?
She probably shilling. You get me? It's really weird, bro, but we've been on this platform for a minute, my dude. She's shilling. You know what I'm saying? She's got a YouTube contact. She got a contract. She got a phone number. She gets it all. We're sitting here trying to freaking get through on email unsuccessfully for months. She just dials someone's phone number. They're like, yes. Yes, my lady. Yes, my lady.
Service.
Anything you say, my lady.
Ask, if you're going to make this stance that making fun of people for the sake of satire and comedy is not allowed anymore, because that's the stance you're...
Yeah, that's what they're saying. It's really bad, dude. The new YouTube is... I'm going to just turn into a gaming channel. I'm just... Every change YouTube makes, I just move closer and closer to becoming a full-on video game channel.
John Swan made a few minor jokes in his video, and you guys allowed her to strike it down. I made a few minor jokes in my videos and my coverage of her, and you allowed her to strike it down. So you are making a statement right now that comedy on your platform is dead moving forward.
Well, to be fair, if your comedy isn't like... I was going to say Disney level comedy, but Disney has a lot of weird sexual shit in it, and I'm not going there. If you're not like Nick at Night level, like pie in the face, dumping slime on your head comedy, then yeah, they're probably going to strike you.
Any opportunity.
By the way, YouTube, I love you. I am not taking tipsters or anyone else's side. I'm on your side, YouTube. Get my check in the mail, and I've already signed my contract.
To make fun of anyone, for the sake of humor and satire and comedy.
I wish I was joking, but I do have a contract with YouTube, so I can't really say much.
It's not allowed anymore moving forward. So does that mean that all these late night show hosts that repeatedly make fun of people on their show, do these just go away now?
Oh, you should have heard, what's his name, make fun of Alex Jones. He was really making fun of Alex Jones's looks and appearance. We need to go strike that video down because it's not censorship if somebody's making fun of somebody.
Oh, they don't? Oh, okay. What about
next level comedy here at UNIRock?
Political commentary.
Next level.
They take jabs at each other while debating their politics.
Yeah, let's go strike them, bro. If we get rid of all of them off the platform, we're going to have more viewers. It's how it works. Let's team up, tipster. We go get a bunch of peeps. We go strike everyone that makes fun of someone else. We behave for a while. Wham, we're the only thing to watch. We get viewers by proxy.
Politics?
By sheer consequence.
Is this all going to go away? Oh, it doesn't. Interesting. What about stand-up comedy? The bulk of stand-up comedy is making fun of people.
Well, if you're Amy Schumer and a vagina, she'll make fun of you.
Like, comedy at its core.
Shut up, Busy.
A lot of what makes people laugh.
That made sense.
Is making fun of someone, you know, at their expense. So is stand-up comedy dead on YouTube as well?
Yes, that's what they're saying, my dude. Like, I thought at first it was a mistake too, but I am literally convinced at this point that you cannot be funny on YouTube without just some like slapstick shit.
Well,
why do you think I talked to a crackhead peanut butter eating piece of bread?
Oh, it's not.
It's the only comedy that's left on the platform that I'm not going to get struck for.
Okay.
You know how many strikes I've had in the 4 years I've been on this platform?
And most importantly,
I can't believe I'm still here, my dude.
The commentary community on YouTube, channels like Pyrocynical, channels like Aiden Projects, channels like Elvis the Alien, H3H3 Productions.
Oh yeah, H3's channel's about to disappear. Because he makes fun of people's appearance 24/7 in his videos.
All of these channels here, are they no longer welcome on the platform? Are you not...
Well, if they have a contract with YouTube, they are.
...allowed to express humor while being critical of someone? Because there are a lot of forms of entertainment, legitimate forms of entertainment, where comedy is a big part of the criticism. And YouTube has made a stance today by flagging down John Swan's video. And
we got to see this video. Can I watch John Swan's video? If Susie Lou can watch an anime, how's John Swan gonna do shit? He don't have lawyers. Let's go. Here I come, John Swan. Get ready, bro. I'm stealing your shit right now.
The original upload of this video was taken down from YouTube for violating their community guidelines on harassment and bullying.
Okay. UNILou. This my new show where I steal someone else's content because YouTube is allowing it now is called the UNILou Show. So here's episode 1 of UNILou, and I'm stealing John Swan's video.
I'm re-uploading this video because I believe all the criticism is valid and needs to be talked about. Susie Lou is destroying the platform, and I can't let that happen.
Oh, the full video is in the link in the description. Where'd you put it? Oh, it's a mega link.
Susie Lou is a reaction YouTuber with over 370,000 subscribers.
Is it Christmas?
As a self-professed businesswoman and control freak,
I don't know why, but I just got a Christmas vibe.
She entertains her fan base of
I guess it kind of is, because I got your video under my tree, John Swan.
mostly older men by reacting to various animes, such as Naruto and My Hero Academia. On the surface, her content is nothing to be too fussed about. Sure, it's lazy, uninspiring, and
why ain't I subscribed to this kid? Last time I looked, he had like 5,000 subs. That was like 2 weeks ago. He's blowing up.
you wouldn't catch me watching it. But behind that is a brain of deception, fraud, hypocrisy, and corruption.
Now hold the front door, John Swan. You've got to censor those 4 words. You do realize nobody can define what an insult is. How do you know I'm not insulted by the word handsome? I hear it 3 times a day at least. How do you know I'm not insulted by the phrase, damn, you're sexy, UNIRock? I could be insulted by that. You literally shouldn't describe her in any way, or you'll be censored.
Susie Lou, along with her boyfriend, Stejo, make the perfect couple. Together, they abuse...
That was a good censor, because if you call him that, he's going to strike you. So maybe not use the word boyfriend. It's also a noun. You don't want to use... Is it a noun or an adjective, Busy? An adverb? You're wrong. You're wrong. Smoke some crack, eat some peanut butter. You're wrong. Is it an adverb? Is he right? Tell me in the chat.
The YouTube copyright system systematically...
I swear that shit's a noun.
...flag down people, criticizing them.
I haven't been in school in a while. Leave me alone.
And yet, their unethical and illegal behavior is directly protected and promoted.
Oopsie. You called them unethical. For all we know, she could take that as an insult. Censor time.
Promoted by YouTube, with Susie Lou being a prominent figure in last year's YouTube Rewind. Over the last 12 months, I've been gathering the files. Today, we go through them.
Oh, baby.
What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. There's that much misinformation, false rumors, hate videos, and things like that.
Susie Lou is a hypocrite. She files a false copyright takedown.
Fair use is such a grey area. That's the thing.
She has one of the smallest egos that I have ever known.
Why would I care to prove my innocence to a bunch of nobodies on the internet? And obviously, if you guys are not aware, there is fair use.
Susie, I have to wield my comedy now as a weapon towards you, as I did towards Tipster and John Swan. If fair use exists, how is the commentary that does include the insults not fair use, when legally we can call people insults? Well, what I'm saying here is we are protected legally to say things like, you're ugly. Not you. I would never call... Susie, I will only compliment you forever. I will never put you down. You can just classify me in your filing cabinet of simps. Put me on drawer 3, okay? Because I know there's a lot of them. You got some deep drawers there. But my point is, you can't argue fair use if you're filing false strikes.
Wait a minute. It's all the stuff talking about the story.
If you have Nicholas Diorio in your video instantly sucks. I'm sorry. I don't want to be mean to Nicholas, and I can't insult him now with YouTube's new regulations, which I'd love to at this point. I'm just playing. No, but seriously, me and Nick I'm mad at him. I don't like the guy. He's just I'll think of a good word that's not an insult real soon. I don't think there's a word I could use.
Wait a minute!
Yeah,
wait a minute! Susie, no!
Well, goodbye, John Swan. I'm sorry. You got the Oreo in there. Goodbye. Hold the front door. I swear I just saw his name. Oh, I made the right decision.
Copyright infringement has been...
Oh, God. Can we not call people simps now?
A big topic.
Simps isn't an insult, it's a description.
On this channel and on my Twitter account. From Just Destiny to Onision, I've talked about many instances where individuals and companies have taken advantage of the YouTube copyright system. But there's one case that I've been...
I thought I got in trouble for saying that Just Destiny was a copyright. I won't go there.
Putting off making a video on because at the time, I just didn't think there was enough information to justify a full video. But over the last 12 months, many more developments have occurred that makes this situation impossible to ignore. Let's start at the beginning. On March the 12th, 2019, gaming and reaction YouTuber Susie Lou filed a copyright strike on a video that was at the time over a year old, created by gaming YouTuber Mark After Dark. Mark included a 23-second clip from one of Susie Lou's Let's Plays of The Last Guardian VR as the intro for his video about The Last Guardian VR, poking fun at her reaction.
Well, and it was a really bad reaction. It was a really funny meme, and I covered this a long time ago in a live stream just to catch you
Oh,
up.
please don't tell me that's the end of it. No! I want to spend the rest of my life like that. It feels so real. That's not fair. It's not fair. That's made me cry because it was so amazing.
He's a oh, I can't say it out loud. Can I say it? Can I say it one time? He's a simp.
Stop it. Get some help.
Wait, that was it? Yes, folks, this was the clip that offended Susie Lou so much that she took it down from YouTube. And I say offended because this is certainly a fair use clip. She knows that, and her lawyer boyfriend knows that. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention, her boyfriend studied law.
I have a law degree, and one of the main focuses was international intellectual property law.
I don't believe him. Can he please show that degree? Because why is he not giving Susie Lou any good advice on what fair use is?
Which, apart from being a mouthful, is a really interesting subject. It's
Oh my God, dude. Did I solve this mystery already? What if Susie Lou had her boyfriend, who has studied international copyright law, go look up a legal loophole that allows her to react to these anime videos? What if she's just found a loophole to exploit in international? You'd say, but Uni, why does she not react to non-anime? Because most anime comes from a different country, right? So maybe there's a loophole in this international copyright law for certain animes that don't have legal protection or legal copyright. Susie knows it and exploits it. Just saying. Don't know. Maybe not. But if YouTube's going to come back and say she's not breaking fair use when she's reacting to entire episodes, non-cut episodes, where she doesn't do anything but just blink a few times while reacting. I love you. I'm a simp for you, Susie. Do not strike me. You see where I'm going with this, right? Keep that in your mind.
It's about how people protect their intellectual property via like design rights, patents, trademarks, and copyright.
Just keep this in the back of your
And you're a simp.
mind at all times here. Now, understandably, Susie Lou received a bit of backlash for this strike. Mark After Dark took to Twitter, where a number of very interesting exchanges were had with Susie Lou.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Twitter Versus. Today we will be taking...
Why are you using that picture of Bo Blacks? I mean, okay. Is he going for an iDubbbz feel? Because iDubbbz purposely is saying he's a German dad from the 70s. I don't think that's what Bo Blacks is going for. Where is his shirt? Is he wearing a low-cut, like, tube top? Because something's up with this picture.
Taking a look at Susie.
It has not an insult. Nothing insulting about what is up with the picture. It's a great picture. He looks handsome.
Lou. After
Don't strike
Mark
me.
After Dark called her out, she had some pretty interesting responses to the situation. She tweets out, "Dude, literally no one cares what you tweet. You are just a massive loser."
How I picture you?
Wait, that's a copyright strike. Right there, Susie Lou. You can't say he's a massive... Susie, I thought that you thought that insults weren't funny. I thought that you thought that insults deserve to have your channel taken. You can't do that, Susie. Insults are bad.
Ha ha. Ha ha. Be gone, nobody.
You steal, you get striked. Maybe ask a channel permission before you take their content will save you a headache in the future.
Thanks for the views anyways, boys. Must suck seeing such a noob get so much attention on your beloved game while you nerds sit in your mum's basement getting zero.
I own the copyright to my face, which is what you used without permission. You were clearly desperate to use someone who gets views to help your video get a boost. LOL, too bad.
Am I listening to Nicholas Diorio's voice? Because I can't stand it. It's like chalkboard on a nail. That does make sense, okay? What I said makes sense.
Now, as
Oh
you
my
can tell,
God.
we're dealing with a very intelligent individual. It's a good rule of thumb on the internet and in life in general that if you're going to criticize people for doing something, make sure you haven't done the same thing yourself. Otherwise, you'll probably end up looking like a massive hypocrite.
This is the type of stuff on YouTube that pisses me off. This is a live stream. This is a YouTuber doing that live stream. Now, do you see this YouTuber in this video? Or is this stream just pure theft of BBC content? This is pure mainstream media content.
Well, to be honest, though, BBC don't give a shit. You know how many times I used to stream? Well, I would be in the video, though. I'd be sitting there talking and shit when I used to do news, but they don't care.
Content just being streamed. Here, have a listen.
I haven't got any numbers there yet, but...
There's no commentary or anything over this. It's pure theft of content just so that they can get views. Don't support people like this. This is no better than stealing something directly from someone's house or from a store. It's pure theft.
Well, if it wasn't one of the major news broadcasters, I would agree with you, but honestly, who cares? They suck.
And it's bullshit.
Just saying.
Okay then, this brings us to March the 21st, 2019, when Susie Lou took to her YouTube channel to respond to the criticism she was receiving. This video was filled with misinformation about the copyright system and a piss-poor attempt of her trying to justify her bad decisions made in the past.
I came across this guy who was bragging about doing a video on me. So my mods went and found this video, and it definitely confused me because the start of the video was my content, then it cuts to his content of him playing The Last Guardian.
It was a joke. You do. No, busy, take ding dong off the teleprompter. She'll copy strike us.
In VR game, but there was barely any mention of why I was at the start of it.
It was a meme, ding dong. It was funny. They were making fun of you, and it was really funny. It was very, how do you say it? A good joke.
It was like I was only there just for the intro, and then it just kind of cuts to him. So
no, you were there to show how cringy you acted over this clip in such a fake way.
So I sent the video to YouTube, asked them about fair use, and YouTube took it down.
Wrong.
That's not what you did. You struck it. You didn't send it to YouTube and then they took it. You struck the video. And because you struck it for copyright, it instantly went down, which means there's no check. When you copy strike something legally, YouTube can't make a decision. They just have to take it down, and then you two have to duel it out in court after you've gone through the process. There will never be an instance where you do it unless it's completely false and egregious. There will never be an instance where you do it. Like, let's say you copy strike my video that does not have you in it whatsoever and claim you've got some of your content in it, then they won't take it down. Maybe not. Maybe they'll take it down and it'll come back up. But you copy striking him gave no human review whatsoever. You're lying. In a good way. You're accidentally telling a fib, a white lie. I love you. I simp for you. Remember, don't strike me.
The Online Copyright Infringement Liability Limitation Act, also called Safe Harbor, YouTube cannot get involved in copyright disputes. YouTube won't get involved in the process because fair use can only be determined.
This is literally what I just said. Damn, I'm good.
In a court of law, as Susie so aptly proves in the next segment of her video.
Fair use is such a gray area. That's the thing. Like, fair use will only ever really be decided by a judge in court. So I sent the video to YouTube, asked them about fair use, and YouTube took it down. Fair use will only ever really be decided by a judge in court.
As you can see,
she just don't know what she's talking about, dude. Don't hate on our queen. Our lovely Susie Lou. Oh, God, it's...
two completely conflicting statements here.
It's very rare that I will ever actually ask to take down somebody's video, but if you actually saw the video in question, it was not a critique. The person...
Yes, it was. It was a meme. It was a meme. What are you talking about? It was a meme.
I was not talking over it. They literally took my section of the video at the end, zoomed in a little bit, zoomed out, and put some closed captions on it. Now, I have done so much research about this since Monday, and at no point has a
You're lying. You haven't done any research. You listened to your boyfriend talk. He simped for you, so he told you everything you wanted to hear, and then walked away, praying to God that he got to like kiss you goodnight later or something. You aren't telling the truth here. For
Fallen
God's sakes.
under fair use.
Now, a primary figure in the Susie Lou investigation was Tipster, whose research has been invaluable in the creation of this video. He even brought on YouTube lawyer Ian Corzine for an interview to talk about fair use and how
Did that video get struck down? Because I didn't see it.
it related to the Susie
I don't get to see videos when they're released a lot of times because I'm working on something or streaming, so.
Lou case and Mark After Dark's video.
Yeah, of course that clip is fair use. I don't even understand how you can construe it any other way. Mark was making a joke, and it's followed by a direct comment, the Michael Jordan picture, in quote, after she makes her statement.
Now, I have done so much research about this since Monday, and at no point has it fallen.
I just had an epiphany. I just had a literal epiphany. It means I had an idea, a good, a mind-altering idea, like a big idea. We know you've never had one of those. We know that. It's probably the crack in the peanut butter. I'm gonna name my show. Oh my God, bro! I've got the perfect name for my show. I'm still having effects of the epiphany. I'm going to change the name of my nightly talk show to the No one's using it. No one's using this name. And due to YouTube's stance on fair use, allowing Susie Lou, they have to allow me. I'm going to call my show I'm changing the name of my show to the Non Sequitur. It's not the UNILou show. It's the Non Sequitur show. This is episode 1 of the Non Sequitur show. I have to put an S in there. The Non Sequitur, the Non Sequitur show. There we go. That's the name of this show. From every night over here on RockAlot, our nightly show is called Non Sequitur Show.
Fallen under fair use.
Yeah, of course that clip is fair use. I
think it's a great idea.
It's a
great idea.
This wasn't the original upload of the video. No. You see, Tipster's original upload of this video got taken down with a community guide.
I ain't even joking. I'm not even joking. Like, that's the name of my show from now on RockAlot at night. Non Sequitur show.
Guideline strike for bullying and harassment. Yeah.
Episode 1.
Yes, an interview with a lawyer about fair use is bullying and harassment.
It's where I go around and steal other people's content.
Harassment. This video's content was not harassment in any way at all, so suspicions started to arise about who could have possibly flagged down his video. And everyone's eyes went straight to Susie Lou. This leads us to the 31st of March.
That is good, Michelle. That is good. I think I want to keep it Non Sequitur show, though.
2019. Where Susie Lou appeared on an internet news show, RFC After Hours, where she attempted to give justification to some of the things she'd said and done over the past few days. During this stream, Susie and her boyfriend, Stejo, both showed their YouTube flag history. Stejo's came out clean, but Susie showing...
No, that is what I am afraid of Susie Lou. I know it's one of my shticks. It's a shtick that I wrote for the show tonight to simp out on Susie Lou out of fear. It really does work though. Like, I'm starting to really like this comedy routine. So in the future, if I'm a Susie simp, just know that I am joking, but I'm never going to let anybody know I'm joking after tonight. Like, I'm just going to simp out for Susie every night. It's just something I'm going to do from now on. Like,
her flag.
I'll never get struck if I do it. It's ingenious.
History might be the most iconic moment of all time on this show.
I got 5 minutes.
All right, then show your flag history. We don't need.
We need to see your flag history. I don't care.
I remember when this happened. This is stupid. They were basically trying to mundane Matt Susie Lou. There's a difference between Susie Lou and mundane Matt. Susie Lou admitted to flagging those people. I remember watching this happen on Augie After Hours, or whatever the hell it's called. And I was like, dude, you're just trying to literally copy the mundane Matt situation on Susie Lou. So I just tuned out. I think we saw this live. I think we were live when this happened. And to be honest, I mean, If she's admitting to doing all these strikes, you don't have to have her show her damn history. It's one of those things that makes me feel a little bit weird about Nicholas Dorio. I'm just saying.
I want to see your flag history. I mean, this is vital. If you want to prove your innocence, you got to show your flag history.
Why would I care to prove my innocence to a bunch of nobodies on the internet?
Oh, definitely not guilty. You flag tipster. Oh, no. Well, you got to see video. We can't.
If she flagged Tipster, Tipster would know it. Unless it was a community guidelines flag.
Can't see that.
Screen share.
We need the screen share.
Whoa, hold on.
Lots of GG reloaded though.
Yeah, lots of GG reloaded. wait.
Look on the right-hand side. Scroll down.
This is not a good look, Susie.
Wait a minute. All the stuff talking about the story. Wait a minute.
Yeah, wait.
Susie, no!
Nicholas, bro, you're literally copying Ethan Ralph. Did you ever stop to look in the mirror for a while and ask yourself why you're copying Ethan? By the way, I like Ethan Ralph. I just donated like 50 subs to the guy on D Live the other day. I'm just saying.
I'm a channel over 100,000.
You can't copy Ethan. You can't copyright strike Ethan Ralph's comedy by copying him while criticizing Susie for striking people.
Subscribers. When you hit that point, you get your own like.
That worked. I checked it. It worked. That joke worked.
Partner manager. So ultimately, I've been speaking with many different people at YouTube this week. So they are aware of the situation, and
I think she's lying, dude. Look. Everybody that's looking at this situation is saying, Susie talked to a bunch of people at YouTube. YouTube's allowing this to happen. Therefore, we are going to panic about copy. I just think there's not that many people at YouTube. I think the people that are there at YouTube probably are just kind of quickly going through things and have kind of just pushed this off to the side. She probably talked to one person, and because she talked to one person, in her mind, she can go around saying, I talked to everybody at YouTube and blah, blah, blah. I just think when they come back off of break, they're going to fix all of these issues that are happening with the quarantine going on. Personally, I could be wrong. I'm just saying that's like, it's not my final answer. It's not my final critique, but it is a feeling that I have. It's possible that Susie is exaggerating. I love you, Susie. I would never insult you or put you down, but you might just be blowing it out of proportion the tiniest bit here. And that could be panicking people.
And they're at that point where the channels have been flagged and basically they're just looking into it at this point. And I know for a fact that a lot.
By her body language alone, I'm sorry. Look. This is something I do here on YouTube for a living. UNIRock's body language. She's not telling the truth here. Like, if you just rewind what she just said, she's not telling the truth.
A lot of the videos, they're just hate videos for the sake of it, you know. So the channels in question are currently being investigated, so that's some really good news.
She's lying about that, too. She's lying. Literally, they probably told her that they're going to look at it, so she's conferring all of this information out of them saying, we'll look into it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm leaving it in YouTube's hands now. They're aware of literally all the hate videos, and they're looking into them all, so.
In the meantime, Susie's boyfriend, Stejo, made a video defending Susie and her actions.
Oh, it was bad. It's the literal definition of simptitude.
And needless to say, some of the points were rather interesting.
Susie Lou has an ego. Okay, I beg to differ, knowing her better than, pretty much anyone.
Well, it's either you're going to be real with us about this or you're going to simp for this one, buddy. And I'm sorry, did you not just see the clip right before this one? She's got an ego. The best kind. A beautiful ego.
She routinely entertains hundreds of thousands of people a day. That's ego.
Well, I beg to differ. You see, anime isn't really... A lot of kids on the internet have no clue how to go to Crunchyroll and watch anime for free. A lot of kids on the internet don't know how to just, log onto a website to watch anime for free. But they know how to open YouTube and search an anime. I don't think Susie Lou's getting hundreds of thousands of views because she's great or something. Although I do love her and I simp for her regularly. I do think, though, that the actual anime that she is watching is pulling the fans there. The clickbait. I think people are clicking the videos because they're searching for the anime. They are seeing the show. They keep watching because Susie's not interrupting a lot like I do when I do commentary. like I am right now. She doesn't interrupt a lot and give an opinion. Therefore, her opinion isn't dropping the number down, right? People don't get bored when they hear her talk like people do when I talk if they don't like me. And therefore, because she plays a lot of the video through the whole time, it's maintaining the audience. So sorry, my dude. I don't think you can celebrate views if you're literally playing another person's, like me. I can't celebrate how many views I'm going to get off of this because I'm stealing John Swan's video, and I'm admitting to it.
Worthy, if you ask me. I mean, that's something to be proud of. But I can tell you from my own experience living with a woman that she has one of the smallest egos that I have ever known.
You are a simp, my dude. You're a simp. You're a simp.
Why would I care to prove my innocence to a bunch of nobodies on the internet?
She still thinks that she's a tiny YouTube.
You are dude. Your brain has been simplified.
Just entertained a couple of friends.
Ah yes, Susie Lou, one of the smallest egos ever to exist. The same person who doesn't want to prove her innocence.
Don't talk about my favorite streamer like that, John Swan. You'll feel the wrath of the simp.
To a bunch of nobodies on the internet, and the person who, in 2017, told McDonald's workers on strike for higher wages to go and get an actual decent job. No ego there. Nope, no, not at all.
And I'm not.
No, that's not humble. That's not humble at all, coming from somebody that takes animes, put them on her channel unaltered while she sits there and looks at them and then says that she's a big YouTuber because of it.
I'm going to get in a funny argument about fair use. They say it's a false copyright strike, and I've got something that'll fix every one of your videos. It ain't false. It's only a false copyright strike if it's not from the copyright holder. You cannot issue...
That's not true. You obviously are lying about being some legal expert in copyright law. I could play John Swan's video just like this, and it is fair use. Now, John Swan could strike me. Now, because I've played a large portion of John Swan's video, it's likely that YouTube will take this video down if John Swan strikes me. Now, I'll appeal it. Now, what happens next? YouTube will sit down and say, is it an extreme case? Is it extremely in UNIRock's favor or extremely in John's favor? Well, in this case, it's not extreme. That is me reacting a lot, speaking a lot, and transforming the work a lot into something that's very different from John Swan's video. Why is that, by the way? If you hit play on John Swan's video, you see John Swan's video. If you hit play on me reacting to John Swan's video, I talk a lot throughout it. It's transformative in nature, and I could argue it in front of a court, and a judge could possibly make the decision that I'm right. Therefore, it's midline. And what does YouTube do in any copyright dispute that ends up being midline? They make us go to court. So if I won't drop my appeal, he won't drop his strike, then the next step, we go to court. Now, if we don't go to court, they're going to take the strike away after like 90 days is what ends up happening. After like 90 days, they'll say, John, why didn't you take him to court? We should have some update to this story so that we know whether to take off your strike or push his appeal through. If John does no action, it'll go away. I'll get the video back. No, it'll be like the strike never happened. But if John takes me to court, I'll win in this case. If I talk a lot, if I add actual commentary, if I'm not just faking commentary for the sake of, you know, copying his video to get views, to do an easy thing like some reaction channels do. You follow me? You following me, my peeps? Gabriel, I hit play on a uni video and I get content. You're a simp. I'm just playing. Don't stop donating to me. It was a joke. Please, Gabriel, don't be mad at me. I was joking.
Copyright strike. This isn't false because she owns the copyright.
Oh, by the way, if I ever call you a simp, I'm not saying you're simping for me. I'm saying, yeah, I'm saying you're simping for busy. We're all busy simps here, okay? I think we can at least be real enough with each other to be able to admit that we all simp for busy, okay? I love you. I'm sorry.
Whether or not you think it's fair use is absolutely all to do with it. You have to not own the copyright to issue a false strike. This is...
No! No! If what I'm doing is obviously fair use and you're just striking me because you don't like what I'm saying, that's a false strike. And in the same respect, I'm reacting to your video. How about I take your video and make a meme out of it by completely transforming it? Then it's fair use. So you striking my obviously fair use video is a false strike. This is basic logic, my dude. Something that you lack. You most likely lack it because you didn't go to international copyright school and you lied to us.
Idiotic. You people are morons.
This clip.
You can't say that. We get to strike you now. YouTube, he insulted me. I want his video taken down. Community guideline strike, community guideline strike.
Clip is the reason I question the legitimacy of Steejo's credentials.
Me too. I've always credentialed his questions.
He clearly doesn't understand fair use or copyright law as he defends Susie taking down Mark after dark.
He's a simp. How many times do I got to say it, John Swan? He's a simp.
Clip.
You called him a cuck in the video. You were wrong. That's why you got in trouble. It's the whole reason YouTube got mad at you, bro. If you would have called him a simp, you'd be good. Just call people simps, dude. It's the ultimate out.
But then he also completely misrepresents what a false strike is. A false strike is not a legal term. It's just a name used for a takedown that a party might feel to be incorrect or unjustified.
Yeah. Or it's when somebody disguises a community guideline strike as a copyright strike because they want to guarantee the video will go down. Everyone that does this plays stupid to the copyright law. Why? Because, like I stated, a community guideline strike is a strike that only has effect if, one, the account striking has a high number of subscribers and is taken very seriously by YouTube. Like, let's say Pewds came by and community guideline striked yo ass. You're probably going down. But let's say I go community guideline strike somebody. You're not going down unless there's a lot of other reports. Now, copyright is completely different, as we've already addressed. Instant takedown. What a lot of people do, if they want to take your video down, but they know they can't argue copyright, they're going to say that they're mad about something that has to do with community guidelines. It's the only argument they have left, though they'll file a copyright strike.
For you to give criticism, you require respect. I need to respect your opinion enough to take your criticism.
No, you don't. Any ding-dong that exists can criticize you because it doesn't matter who the person is giving criticism. It matters the logic and evidence behind the criticism. Thus why me, being just some ding-dong YouTuber, can criticize your Steejo ass up and down the block, my dude.
If you're a random little cough on the internet who's never shown any interest in my channel or absolutely anything that I've done before, I don't respect you, and therefore...
So you can make any excuse not to respect somebody, and therefore, you can strike them. Good try, ding-dong. That's not the law. See, us YouTubers that actually respect the platform, respect our viewers, respect other creators, and want to actually earn our place wherever we are on YouTube, whether it's 20,000 subs or 100,000. We don't want to just get it by reacting to anime videos. We don't want to just get it by doing dull, shitty content constantly. We don't want to just get it by having guests on all the time and then trying to barely talk so that they do all the work, but then act like we get to celebrate our sub number. The number doesn't matter. What matters is the content that's there, my man. You don't know this because you, Steejo, you and Susie love to take those cheap tricks to grow your channel. Once your channel grows, you act like you got all the clout of like the best content creator ever exists on the platform. Your content, just like you just said, will be used to judge how good of a YouTuber you are, not that number next to that little tiny thing next to your name.
Therefore, your criticism is nonsense.
Now, the reason Steejo and Susie have such an issue with any amount of hate or criticism is because of this mindset right here.
Well, I'd like to interject for a moment, John Swan. That's one thing. The other part is they know they're wrong. They know they take the easy way on the platform. They know they don't have any good personality. They don't have any good response. They don't put any hard work into understanding the law by actually reading it, or by going and exploring other cases, or by being intelligent. All the things I just named takes a lot of time and effort. They want to have the minimal time and effort, but the maximum outcome, and that's why they act like this.
If you only take criticism from your immediate audience, who's going to call you out when you mess up? Your diehard fans who blindly follow your every word?
Yo, simps!
No, it's got to be someone outside of your immediate circle who can take an objective view. So, in the words of Steejo,
you people are morons.
Now, there are many more shenanigans in this Susie Lou story that I'm not going to cover here, and I would have told you to check out Tips's videos on her, but just yesterday, Susie Lou mass flagged a bunch of Tips's videos on her, and they were taken down with a community guideline strike for, you guessed it, harassment and cyberbullying. I can only assume that she was trying to deter me from uploading this video. Once again, I'm pretty certain that she has someone at YouTube that run all these strikes through without much interference from a review.
I disagree, my dude. I think that YouTube's automated system is on full 10. Got me? I know for a fact that YouTube has like degrees to the amount of their automated system. And when there's something controversial happening in a certain space on YouTube, they up their algorithmic bots that go out and do their checking. And they've admitted this. You go look at that tweet you put in the beginning of this video and the Tipster put in his video, and that's proof of it right there. They straight say there's not going to be a lot of human review during the quarantine. Therefore, a lot of videos may go down that don't deserve to go down. Sorry, we'll get through this. She's manipulating that in order to get these videos to go down. She's got a lot of subs. She strikes a channel, probably won't take the video down because she's got 300, 600,000, whatever she's got. Now, the fact that no one's at YouTube and the algorithm is turned up means less reports to get something to file through because manual review will not be there to make sure that the algorithm bot, you got me? Okay.
You team, but of all the people to pick for this special treatment, why Susie Lou? The same person who's been called out countless times.
I don't think she's getting special treatment. And of all the people to pick, Tipster. You struck Tipster. Tipster doesn't insult people. Tipster actually does good reporting. And I won't say that about many people on this platform.
It's by the community. At this point, Susie Lou has overstepped big time. And if she doesn't start to change her tune, larger and larger creators will start to cover this story and make the criticism impossible to ignore. For many months after this initial set of videos and responses from Susie Lou, she kinda just went under the radar. She did her own thing and minded her own business, and during...
Well, kind of. Her own thing involved stealing anime content, but who cares? Oh, I'm a simp for her, so I didn't mean that.
In that time, she started to transition her content from gaming to reactions, namely anime.
So, Susie, why do you have to apply an opacity filter to the anime that you're watching if it's fair use? You know why you have to apply the opacity filter? So that YouTube's Autobots won't fully detect that you're watching that video. That's why.
Reactions. So with this in mind, let's take a look at Susie Lou's current content and see what high-tier stuff she's making recently.
And let's hope that it isn't anything but fair use. Let's hope that it's obvious fair use, because you've already heard her definition of fair use. If somebody even puts the slightest bit of someone else's content in the video, Susie and her boyfriend believe that that is a breach on fair use. They wouldn't want to breach. The people filing the strikes wouldn't want to breach fair use, would they?
Yes, I'm not kidding.
She looks so sad. It's not even a sad part of the reaction. She looks so sad. I don't know. I don't know.
These are the reaction videos she's making now. And if you think I'm making it look worse than it is, just take a look at her channel yourself. If she does give a reaction to anything, it's usually just some sort of exclamation which adds absolutely nothing to the video and isn't a comment of any sort.
Cookie! Oh, guy! See ya! Oh, nice!
Great stuff, Susie. Now, after Susie Lou found some success with these reactions, Steejo decided to do them as well. And you guessed it, they're just as bland. Now, apart from being bad content, it also, most likely, breaks copyright law.
Oh, most likely. It definitely breaks copyright law. What are you talking about?
At the time of writing, I took her most recent Naruto Shippuden reaction and edited it down to all the parts when she speaks or has any sort of exclamation. Out of the 18-minute and 7-second video, she speaks for a whopping 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Damn, John Swan, I have spoken more in reacting to your video than she does.
If you do the math, 81% of the video is content that does not belong to her.
But she says that you can't even have a small clip of something that doesn't belong to you without it being eligible for a copyright strike.
Damn! Hats off!
It doesn't require a genius to see this content does not satisfy fair use, but let's go through the 4 factors anyway because I want to flex on the haters. The first factor of fair use is the purpose and character of the use, including whether it's criticism, whether it's comedy, or whether it's a meme. Yeah. Use is of a commercial nature or is for non-profit educational purposes. Although no factor is independently determinative, the heart of fair use inquiry is the first factor, whether the use is transformative by adding something new with a further purpose or different character. The central purpose of this investigation is to see whether the new work adds something new, altering the first with new expression, meaning, or message.
Like, if I were to criticize your video where you're talking for 30 minutes, I would need to add a point to what I'm saying. It would need to make sense. It would need to be conveyed. It would need to be different. It would need to be artistic. It would need to be comedic. Something like that. On top of the fact that it has to be a large portion of the actual video.
Now, I would say that Susie Lou's use of these almost full-length anime episodes is certainly not transformative. What is she adding to this at all? Is she altering the work with new expression, meaning, or message? I would say not. She isn't actually changing the intent of the anime at all. A bit ironic when you compare it with just a few months back when she said fair use had to be a criticism or critique.
If you actually saw the video in question, it was not a critique, the person was not talking over it.
The second factor, the nature of the copyrighted work, is rarely found to be determinative, so we can pretty much just ignore this factor entirely. The third statutory use factor turns on whether the amount and sustainability of the portion used.
And YouTube considers this heavily when you get struck. So if I am criticizing you and I'm using giant parts of your video and speaking for very short amount of time, I'm going to get a strike. I'm going to be in trouble. But I could speak for a very large amount of time, make a lot of points to the large portions of your video, and it most likely will not be a strike.
Used in relation to the copyrighted work as a whole is reasonable in relation to the purpose of the copying. In assessing this factor, the courts consider not only the quantity of the material used, but also their quality and importance.
So am I choosing pieces of the work to show you that actually express the commentary, criticism, comedy, or point that I'm making? If I'm going to criticize you for making a dumb point, but then I show something where you're literally just like a big chunk of a video, that isn't related. It doesn't make a point. But if I'm going to criticize you for a take you make, but I need to take a good 2 minutes of what you said to be able to do it, and I only have a couple seconds to be able to criticize, that can even make sense and be fair use. As long as the point I'm making is fully expressed by what I show, not over or under, then you're good to go. Well, under's fine, but if it's not overdone, I'm good to go.
The crux of this inquiry is whether no more content was taken than necessary, given the purpose and character of the allegedly infringing use. Susie Lou is using large portions of the original animes, adding minimal reactions and commentary.
Her reaction is, "Oh my god!" So she really only needs to show a few seconds of what happened to be able to say, "Oh my god!" Therefore, she doesn't meet any of these criteria and is breaching fair use in her videos, provably.
That doesn't change anything in line with the first factor, and she's certainly not taking only what is necessary. So, to be honest, right now this doesn't look good for Susie. The fourth factor is perhaps the most scathing for Susie Lou. This factor applies to the effect of the use upon the potential market for or value of the copyrighted work.
What does this mean? It means if I'm going to criticize, like I would love to react to Parasite, The Maxim, one of my favorite animes. But if I'm going to react to it, then I need to have an expression or something or a commentary for the parts of it that's used, right? Now, when you look at that part that's used, can you watch my video and it replace the actual video? You watching me react to Parasite should not in any way replace you actually watching Parasite. If it does, then you're infringement. You can get in trouble for that. You can actually have to pay the fines for that.
And concerns whether the secondary use usurps the market of the original work.
Exactly.
The defendant usurps the original work's market when the infringer's target audience and the nature of the infringing content is the same as the original. Thus, the more transformative the secondary use, the less the likelihood that the secondary use substitutes for the original. I'm going to answer this question with another question. Who is watching these videos?
The Naruto fans are watching those videos. The Naruto fans that for some reason don't have a subscription to something or some like easy way to get a hold of the anime that she's watching, or who just want to see the Naruto episode and don't care to watch it in a little square right there. You know, you get me. No one's watching it if they're not a Naruto fan. Susie Lou fans aren't saying to themselves, well, I guess I'll try out this Naruto without caring, without Susie. I'm sorry, I'm going to try this Naruto out. I don't know what Naruto is. I don't care about Naruto. I don't watch anime or anything like that. And Susie got me to watch it. Then it could be an excuse, but that's not happening here.
I think it's pretty clear that the people watching these anime reactions are fans of the anime that she's viewing.
Yes.
Thus, Susie Lou is stealing market share away from the original creators of the series and is usurping demand for the work by serving as a market substitute.
She literally is stealing to gain her subs and her ad money. Literally. Unless she's got permission of Naruto or whatever anime she's watching, she's stealing it.
She shows enough of the anime in these videos that people would rather watch her reaction than pay for it. Just the other day, she claimed she had the permission from Crunchyroll to view these animes on her website because Crunchyroll advertises on her website, even though all the ads are from Google AdSense and
yeah, that's a complete lie. Crunchyroll's literally not choosing your damn channel. Crunchyroll's just buying ads.
Google places them automatically.
Crunchyroll doesn't own those animes anyway. You have to watch it on Crunchyroll for Crunchyroll to make money off of it, but Crunchyroll is paying those companies to do this, like Netflix does.
It's an interesting point, actually. I wonder if Google would actually be very happy with Susie Lou uploading copyrighted content and then placing their ads next to it. Just something to think about. Now, any court would look at this content and wonder how it even got to that stage. It's so blatantly not fair use, I don't even know how Susie or her boyfriend would rationalize it. So, if this is against fair use, why hasn't she gotten in trouble yet?
Because there's a quarantine. She's not getting special treatment. Anytime, look, her and her boyfriend just care about the money. They've lied many times in the past. They know if they tell all of you they've got some YouTube contact that's approved this, it's going to squash a lot of the explosive reaction from the community, right? At least in their minds and their heads, like, hey, YouTube said it was cool. They probably have communicated with YouTube to some extent, and they probably gave them an excuse like, with less people being here right now, blah, 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 or whatever, we'll let you know, and that's enough for them to lie to all of us.
Her channel has gotten removed for violating copyright.
Susie Lou's been terminated now.
My best friend, Susie Lou, just got her channel terminated.
What are you talking about? I thought Susie was still up. She got terminated? Okay, then maybe my theory was right. Hold up. Susie Lou. Nope, she's there.
From YouTube.
Well, this week, for about a full day, Susie Lou's channel was completely terminated for violating copyright.
So you might have noticed the past couple of weeks have been a bit weird on my channel.
What are you talking about? Susie doesn't get views. She barely cracks 20,000 views. Why is she acting like she gets some kind of views or something? That literally is nothing.
On the 27th of December 2019, Susie Lou's channel was terminated for copyright infringement, just 20 days after she was featured very prominently in the 2019 YouTube Rewind. she had received over 3 DMCA takedowns or copyright strikes from Tokyo TV for her use of the Naruto animes. And if you don't know how the strike system on YouTube works, after 3 strikes, your account gets terminated.
So basically, I was at a Christmas party with family. We were seeing all the nieces and the nephews and things like that. And I was absolutely hammered. And I went to check it and it was like, account suspended. And I was so drunk and I was just like, what? I was like, I don't have enough strikes on my channel for that to be a thing. I must be drunk. And then by the time I woke up the next day, I was like, are you joking? Okay. I basically phoned up my YouTube partner manager and I was like, what the heck's going on? And I felt so bad because my partner manager and then all the people that work with him they're supposed to be on holiday until next.
What do you mean you phoned up them? You're calling a partner manager. This doesn't make sense. Why would Susie Lou, if she's being honest, be one of the only YouTubers that actually gets a phone number for their partner manager? Unless their partner manager is a simp for Susie and gave him her number? I don't know. We'll see.
This week. So they went straight back into office and they found out what happened.
Now, as I've stated before, these strikes were most likely valid. But what does YouTube do? They reverse all of them. Now, as I've stated before in this video, YouTube is protected under Safe Harbor, which means that they are not responsible for copyrighted content uploaded by their users. But to qualify for this, service providers have to adopt a system where repeat violations result in termination, and has to inform users of this, which YouTube does. And they also have to make sure their systems don't interfere with standard technical measures, which are technical measures that are used by copyright owners to identify or protect copyrighted works. In other words, a DMCA takedown request. By reinstating Susie Lou's videos and removing the strikes, YouTube is directly getting involved in copyright disputes and reversing a legitimate decision.
Unless there's something we don't know. I'm not defending YouTube. I'm just trying to think of how this is possible. And what if there is some kind of legal loophole with the company or where it's at or something like that that allows Susie to do this? It's just a possibility.
Of a copyright owner to take down a video, all 2 days after Christmas, mind you. I'm convinced that there has to be some simp running this operation because
me too, my dude.
There's no way that someone in their right mind would go out of their way to break the law for Susie Lou.
It was all people
Unless they gave Susie their phone number, she called them and he got simpy.
People who, like, they break apart the footage that they use. And obviously, if you guys are not aware, there is fair use. And the whole point...
How can you make that argument? Can you explain, while pulling up the actual fair use law, like John Swan, or I would do if I criticized you, could you explain while doing that how you're within fair use? Make an argument to us. Make an argument to the community. Instead of just calling them haters, go in and say, look, I owned you with logic. Because we could do it to you right now and show that 82% of your shit doesn't equate to fair use. 82% is stealing.
Point of that is to take the original works, do something with it, make it different, and then make it your own. And that's a really big...
So how are the people who made memes of you or criticize you or even insult you not doing that
thing on YouTube? And I feel like that's what allows most of the content to even exist.
A gross overgeneralization of fair use here. And it's very interesting. 81% of content that isn't yours is fair use, but Mark After Dark's clip isn't? Okay.
There, thank you, John Swan. Thank you. Good point. Yes.
Then Susie.
So a couple of days ago, I done a video talking to you guys about TV Tokyo and this bot that they keep tucking onto YouTubers. It's not just me, it's so many other people. It's a joke, and I can't actually get too into it because it's now a legal case behind the scenes. But we're coming for you. Okay, we are coming for you.
How do you do? You're coming for them? So if somebody took... So if I were to take your reaction video and I was to use 82% of your reaction video and I was to commentate on 18% of it, then you wouldn't strike me. You wouldn't say I'm copying you. You wouldn't say I'm stealing your content then, right?
I'm sure suing one of the biggest entertainment companies in Japan is going to go very well for you, Susie. Now, I went on a full search for any cases including Tokyo TV. I went to the Japanese Supreme Court website and I went to the UK Supreme Court website, and none of them have any cases listed for Susie Lou, Tokyo TV, YouTube, or anything similar. So whatever action they're taking, it isn't listed in the court system. But while all of this was going down, some people figured out something else about our buddy Susie over here. It turns out that for weeks and weeks and weeks, Susie Lou had been uploading uncut anime reactions to her Patreon. Yes, you heard me. No cuts, no pauses, the full episode with Susie going. It's very funny because as soon as we called attention to it, she completely removed all of the episodes and privated her Patreon so that we couldn't see how much she was making. But we can extrapolate, and Nicholas Diorio said that following the current—
Oh God, you gotta stop putting Nicholas Diorio in there. He causes so many problems just so that he can commentate. It's just a bad look.
Trend data, she would have hit $10,000 a month on January the 6th, 2020. $10,000 a month from full-length anime episodes. At that point—
Well, she's just going to end up going to jail. They're going to end up suing her for all of her money, and she's going to end up going to jail if this is the truth.
It's just pure theft. Tipster told me a while back that she had stopped uploading uncut anime reactions, but in the interest of good journalism and research, I decided to pledge $5 of my hard-earned money acquired from my wonderful Patreons to Susie Lou's Patreon to see what
You're a simp!
She was up to. It's like
just kidding, John Swan.
Patreon ecosystem.
Don't strike me.
Isn't it? Pledge to my Patreon for more high-quality research. Okay, that's enough of the plug. Let's check out this Patreon. And, what's this? She's still doing it? Yes, folks, these are unedited with the full anime visible in the corner, hosted by Vimeo, whose guidelines state that no rips of movies, music, television, or any other third-party copyrighted material.
But on Vimeo, she probably unlists it, and only people who pay for her stuff are going to get to see it, and therefore, you get me,
are allowed to be uploaded on their website. Patreon states that if potential online piracy is funded through, hosted, or located on their platform, they have a robust copyright procedure in place to facilitate the removal of those potential infringements, or in certain cases, termination of entire accounts. So Susie is in violation of some serious stuff over here. You can't tell me for 1 minute that this stuff is fair use and she's not violating copyright law. She is in 100% clear violation.
Yeah, because if you're not, why aren't you uploading, why are you using Vimeo instead of using YouTube, Susie? Why not? I'm still one of your simps. I am your simp, Susie, but why aren't you using YouTube, unlisting the video, and then putting the full videos over to Patreon? If there's nothing wrong here. Probably because you know that Vimeo is full of piracy, and they never detect it, and they never care.
We haven't checked on Steejo for a while, have we? Let's see what his Patreon looks like. Well, he's still uploading anime reactions, but it's unclear whether these are cut or not. Really can't tell. I don't really want to pay. And oh, wait, what's this? Do you guys watch on Patreon because they're unedited or because they're fully visible? Would you rather for me to upload the fully edited? Steejo, no! How dim do you have to be to make this section public? So Steejo is still uploading uncut anime.
He accidentally did it.
On his Patreon.
He was too busy
violation
simping.
of copyright law and Patreon's own terms. Just remember, this guy studied law. He thought the anime reactions on Susie Lou's main channel was okay. He thought his own reactions on his main channel were okay. And he thought the uncut reactions on both their Patreons were okay. Where did this guy go to law school? So that seemed to be the end of Susie Lou's
He didn't, duh.
Anime escapades. She was reduced to just watch-alongs on her main channel for Naruto and could only react to a select group of animes. But if there's one thing you should know about Susie Lou, it's that she's very persistent.
I am so excited to be recording this video right now. A couple of months back, I had this crazy idea about creating my own website. So I had this idea back in November. It is now the 29th of January, and I am so happy to announce that the website is going live tonight.
Oh no. Now, this website, susielou.co.uk, houses many different types of reactions for Susie Lou. According to her, once they get a subscription service rolled out, you'll be able to watch uncut reactions on her website instead. She's really intent on stealing other people's money, isn't she? For now.
So now it makes sense why she strikes those criticism videos. If you strike the criticism, you can lay low, build an audience that are going to pay you $10,000 a month, hopefully dip back into your protected places and avoid the greater eye of the commentary community. So hopefully bigger YouTubers do weigh in on this. I personally would myself, but I don't know if I will. I don't know if I care to.
Now, the home for the majority of her reactions are here. But unlike YouTube, Susie Lou isn't protected under safe harbor laws. She isn't hosting other people's content. She's uploading her own, which means that to stop her from using their content, Tokyo TV will sue her. It seems to curb this, Susie Lou originally blocked the website in Japan. Susie, why did you think this would work? And it seems her website was already caught in legal trouble, as many of her links are in the Lumen database and were apparently DMCA'd and removed from Google. Obviously, as she isn't hosting content for other users, she doesn't have this function on her own site. She's just gonna get sued. You also can't turn ad block off on her website, which means that you're constantly giving her money for stealing other people's animes. So that's very ethical.
Well, you got a shitty ad block, my dude.
At the end of the day, though, I really do think Susie and Sejo are past the point of no return. They've established themselves as absolute jokes in any serious communities and will continue to be criticized and scrutinized until they make an effort to change their behavior.
No, they won't. They are trying to collect enough money to retire, avoid legal interaction, and then they hope to dip out and, retire and run away with enough money to where they never have to work again, but can live like celebrities. It never works. It's like a Bonnie and Clyde situation done in the forefront where everybody can see, because internet law is new. If you tried to open up a shop and you were going around walking into a store next to your store, grabbing all their goods, carrying it over to your store, and then selling it there, people get pissed. Or for a better analogy, somebody is making t-shirts with all this cool design art that sells these shirts. You create a clothing store right next door. You go peek in their door and see what their designs are every day, and you copy them completely and sell shirts of their designs out of your store right next to theirs. You would go to jail. You would get in trouble for this. You would be in a lot of shit. But because the wild west of the internet still exists to some extent, people like Susie are going to pop up and do this until they all get caught, until each country comes up with new law and all these new laws, by the way, Susie, are going to be, every time a new law gets passed, the censorship will be upped and upped and upped and upped until regular old YouTubers are completely smashed down in the pursuit to Autobot people like you off the internet. And that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, but let's be honest. That's never gonna happen. It's just fun to see everything go down. But if there's one thing I want you to take away from today, it's that Susie Lou can't handle criticism and is in violation of copyright law on a daily basis. And YouTube does everything they can to protect her, even if it means getting sued themselves. But hey, that's just how the cookie crumbles on this wonderful website, doesn't it? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
I'd like to say that I'm surprised by this and outraged like everybody else seems to be acting, but honestly, this kind of shit happens constantly on this platform, and I've just come to expect this kind of thing on it, Susie Lou is one of those, even though I am simping for her hard, one of those hypocritical people. Whoa, Gabriel, I simp for Uni I need 12. Damn. You like that? I accidentally used I clicked the wrong, I was trying to click this one thumbnail, and then I accidentally slipped and clicked another thumbnail. Yeah, if you don't know, that's been a constant theme for like 3 months over at a certain McSimp's channel. He's been begging for 12 subscribers for months now. I need that 13K because subscriber numbers makes me cool to the kids. Anyway, that's what you get when you a simp. Okay, sorry. Susie Lou and all them and everything going on here, it'll eventually probably end up, I got a prediction. I think YouTube's going to come back from break, and now that the legal department will be back and they'll be able to handle all these things, you know, they're going to come in, and Susie's probably going to get in a lot of trouble for this, and she's going to get sued because of the website. Now, the YouTube thing would have protected her. The Patreon thing would have gotten her screwed and deleted from Patreon, but she'd still have been on YouTube and protected. But the lawsuit happening, once Tokyo TV gets the lawsuit against Susie, they can send that result to YouTube and get Susie banned. And I hope she is, because people like Susie Lou and other people that run their channels this way are the reason why the censorship bots exist in the first place. It's the reason why we have bots to handle conspiracy theories. It's the reason why we have bots to handle copyright. It's the reason why we have an easily manipulatable striking system. It all hinges upon YouTubers who, instead of getting up here and trying to do something good with their presence, make it off of their own personality or whatever the hell it is that people do to get viewers. I forget. It's been so long since I've tried. But anyway, they take the easy route, and Susie's just another one of them. Now, one thing that does scare me, now PewDiePie's a smart guy, okay? And I love PewDiePie. PewDiePie gave me $500 once, and I am one of the greatest, largest, biggest PewDiePie simps that exist, because he paid me. He paid me. PewDiePie actually is my simp. PewDiePie actually simps to me. He gave me he donated $500 to me. Provably, he was simping for me. I was streaming. PewDiePie came in. He donated $500 to me, and I'm like, hey, my biggest fan, what's up, my dude? And he's like, yo, fix your camera. That's what he said to me. Anyway, though, PewDiePie did something worrisome yesterday. Now, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I almost thought that PewDiePie was trying to make a point. If he's like, if you're going to let Susie Lou do it, I'm going to do it, you know? So here, look at this.
Yes, today we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't care. We're doing this. For whatever reason, I never saw this anime as a kid. I think I was too old. But I'm really glad I didn't, because now I get to watch it as an adult and appreciate just how good it is. For whatever reason, I watched it, okay? I watched the whole season, but I want to focus on episode 1, because if you don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh!, the whole episode is just like, what is happening? I love it.
Now, I don't know if PewDiePie's trying to make a point by doing this and say, this is how you fair use react to an anime, or I don't know if he's doing this to kind of show the criticism. Maybe he thought YouTube might strike him down. You got me? And so if he got struck down, he'd be able to go out and say, YouTube is protecting Susie Lou while YouTube is striking me down, and he could compare the amount of percentage that he talks to the amount of percentage that Yu-Gi-Oh! Plays while comparing it to Susie Lou's 82% statistic and make a point to expose YouTube. But it's weird. He did it yesterday. It's up with 4 million views. Now, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is probably thrilled. Yu-Gi-Oh! As a company is probably like, damn, the biggest YouTuber literally just told 4 million people to go watch our first season. We gonna get rich off this. We're not copy striking you, because this is free advertising. This is $1 million in free advertising. I ain't even playing. You get me? So I don't know what to think about it. I do think PewDiePie probably was trying to make a point, but maybe it backfired and like, it worked. But watch.
Let's review the episode. Too many brain thoughts. Basically, you're privileged, you.
Super rare card? Rare card? My special card? Please. Pretty please?
That's a tough one. That's a tough.
Now, I will say this. PewDiePie's is fair use to a great extent. Although, because he's fair use reacting to an entire episode of an anime, I would think it's possible he could be struck. Maybe not. The entire world's turned upside down in 2020. Literally, the entire world is flipped on its ass. We got people like Susie Lou reacting to entire episodes of TV shows without getting in trouble, and YouTube's not caring. We got people getting struck because they made a forehead joke. Literally getting their video struck down. We got people like Tipster getting strike after strike after strike after strike on provable commentary that is not in any way any type of copyright. So this whole damn platform is going crazy. You know what else I've noticed? There's no real big new YouTuber in 2020. You know, usually you've got a rising YouTuber in every new year. You can go find a YouTuber that's like shooting up there, that has like crazy growth, has a crazy audience, setting a crazy trend, and I don't see any. Like, I go out and look. Maybe it's because there's no new content to do, and maybe because YouTube's so censored now that if there was new content, we still wouldn't be able to do it in any type of like meaningful way. So everything looks the same. Everything looks like it's been done before. I don't know, y'all. All I know is 2020 is a weird decade. It's starting off crazy, so I don't know what to say. All I can say is we got to go move on to another subject. I don't like Busy. I don't like that. Peanut butter and crack, Busy. Peanut butter and crack. I can't understand you. Different song, please. Do you mind? I am not moving the show forward until I get a good song. That works. Now, earlier in the episode, Busy the Baker, if you didn't know, was making jokes. Really, really bad jokes. And also talking about needing $4,500 for a motorcycle bike. He was talking about wanting to have a flatty ride on the back of his motorbike. Something about hugging real close to the flatty and just really unironic bad jokes. And I want to apologize to you for the behavior of my assistant. He has been intaking too much peanut butter so that now you can barely tell what he's saying after assaulting his lungs and face hole with all the crack he can smoke. I can't understand him myself half the time, and I'm his translator. My job is the host and translator for the assistant when he decides to talk. I can barely do it. But I apologize for his bad jokes. They won't happen anymore. I won't let him talk about crowdfunding a motorcycle. I won't. Oh, he brought up how his PayPal account, he's got like 4 PayPal accounts. Listen to this crazy story. This is actually weird. All 4 of Busy's PayPal accounts got hacked on the same day. And he's not lying. He's not telling a lie. Isn't that crazy? He's got 4 accounts. All 4 accounts are completely separate. They have completely different emails. Nothing links them together. All 4 of them got hacked. One was at 8:06 a.m., one was at 11:55 a.m., one was hacked at 1:55 p.m., and another was hacked at 5:62 p.m. It's crazy. But that happened. And it's true. And Busy went live on his other channels that none of us know about. Do you know what he did? I see one here. Uni, best YouTuber. Gabriel, thanks, my dude. You're a simp. I'm just kidding. I won't even say it. Oh, I am such a bad YouTuber. Every time you guys donate, I call you a simp. It's really bad for the money I need to make to keep doing this, because you're not going to donate if I call you a simp, but I'm just dumb. Though, where else was I going to go with that? I was going to go one more place. Oh, also, he went live on another channel and wasn't doing a fundraiser, but he was telling you about how all of his PayPal accounts got hacked. That doesn't count as a fundraiser. Even though Busy admitted on Twitter that his bank refunded all of the money that was hacked out of his account, he still made sure to tell an audience on a channel that had a bunch of subs that he got hacked so that he got a bunch of donations, and he doesn't consider that a fundraiser, unethical, immoral, or bad. Isn't he crazy? You're crazy, Busy. You're crazy. It's been a long day, guys. It's been a long day. I actually did prepare for that interview, and I liked the interview that we did. If you haven't seen it, Busy be tripping, says Leroy. He just takes too much crack and eats too much peanut butter. Yes, you do. Long day, great day, good content. That interview went really well, but it wasn't me. It was all Saf. I mean, I was just glued to what Saf was saying. Saf is so good at explaining things. And I could really tell that I got the right interview. As much as I'd like to interview Joe Exotic someday, which we're going to try. We've been trying. We actually are probably going to talk to another cast member next week. But as much as I'd like to talk to Joe Exotic, he's locked up, and I don't even know how that would work. I guess I could try to call him. If he would put me on his call list, I could try to call him or something. Maybe it'll happen. I don't know. I'm trying, though. If I was going to say, let's say there's some way I could interview Joe Exotic, I still would have rather interviewed Saf. You got me first. Just a lot of good. If you watch Tiger King, the interview that I had with Saf from Tiger King, whoopsie. Wait, we got an Expose Me Boomer, and I got to see it. Thank you, you guys. I am basically getting through this weekend off of donations, so thank you. Okay, hold on. I gotta look at how to bring it up. Yep. Here it comes. I handle all donations when they come in on the after show. Now on UNIRock2, sometimes it's the other way around. Janie, Pinky lives in the closet. So true. Pinky and the brain? World domination? I don't know. Thank you, Janie. I appreciate you. So, interesting. Anyway, it's been a long day. I might upload a video on Susie Lou, or I might add like a cut down I might take what we just did, that reaction to John Swan's video, and I might cut it down to like a lot of my commentary or something with a little bit of John Swan stuff. Either way, John Swan did a great video in my opinion. So he deserves to get the subscribers that he's got. He got about 10,000 subs from this whole thing, so he deserves that. That's excellent for him. And though I want to thank you guys, because there's been a lot of people subscribing to the rockAlot in the last month, and I am excited because UNIRock2 was always supposed to be my gaming channel, and we never got to do that. We played a lot of games in the early days on UNIRock2, but we never really got to have like a actual dedicated gaming channel. Even though I'm going to stream my after show and prep show on the rockAlot, I'm still going to game here at least once a day. Some type of game, and I'm going to upload gaming content. And tomorrow morning, we've got a video releasing of me and BCP. I was going to upload one of me and Van, going in and doing a run that was really good, but the audio was just jacked through the whole thing. So me and BCP went in and did a run that was just so good. And you got to see it. It releases tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. So if you want to check that out for me tomorrow, it'd be awesome. Though we're not going offline just yet because I want to do a TARKOV run, or maybe not, maybe Doom Eternal, maybe play a game. And I heard a little rumor here. Let me pull it up. I heard that Nathan Thompson was on Modern Day Debate tonight and did some kind of like evolution stream or something. Oh my God, bro. T-Jump versus Nephilim Free. Did dinosaurs live with man? Yes. Dinosaurs did live with man. That's a crocodile is a dinosaur, is it not? Isn't a crocodile from that same time period? Or was it two time periods later? I thought a crocodile was. I don't know. Either way, I've been told by some of my Squad fam, I've been told by some of my squad fam that this is a really funny video. I don't know if it's funny or not, but let's load up a video game and let's get down like a clown, Charlie Brown. Lastly, but not leastly, please subscribe to Tipster. Tipster has been struck and struck and struck in the last month. He doesn't deserve it. He deserves support. He's a great YouTuber. I would throw a hissy fit if Tipster got deleted. I mean, I would make a video like every few days talking about it until it was fixed. Because Tipster is a good YouTuber. He really cares about the YouTube community. I'm not even playing. So please support Tipster. He's been down for a week. It's going to be... When a YouTuber either doesn't upload for a little while, or when somebody is down or whatever reason they can't upload to their channel, they end up, when they come back, it's hard on them to get back to where they were. So if you can help Tipster out for me and just check out what he's doing, and if you see something you like, watch it for as long as you can. It'll help him make up for the fact that he's been down for a week. It'll get him back to going. You get me? I mean it. I swear to you, it'll really help. If just a few of us go and help him get that watch time and stuff that he lost this week, make it back up, it'll help him immensely. So it's just hashtag Tipster News YouTube channel. I know that Tipster would help me out if I really needed him, so let's help Tipster out. Let the squad fam unite. Squad fam unite and help Tipster out. Got me? All right. Let's get this pumping. I got to reformat my stream. It'll only take 2 seconds. I've already got it almost done. Oh, I could give you so much of an update to a certain group of con artists on YouTube who try to disguise themselves as philosophy channels or anti-flatty channels. I could give you such an update on some stuff that they've been up to. I'll wait and hook you up in a nice big video reveal. But my goodness, they are busted. They are not good at hiding what they do. And it just, oh man, beautiful and bitter irony and karma. You animal, you.
So, want to let you know, folks, I put all of the links of our speakers in the description box. So if you're listening and you're like, I want more of that, well, you can hear plenty more where that came from by clicking on their links below. So with that, very excited, folks, I'm going to hand it over to Erica, who will get the ball rolling. Thanks so much, all four of you, for being here with us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I do think it's probably going to get a little bit fiery, but that's all right. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. I'm probably the only one with the PowerPoint. Maybe I'm not, but you guys know me. I like my visual images. So here we go. Let's see. Hold on. All right, can you guys all see that?
Yep.
I got to back it up. Okay.
Just a PowerPoint. You can hear it. You don't need to see it if you can hear
I'm
it.
going to get started if that's all right with my 6 minutes. My name is Erica. I have a bachelor's of science and arts in animal science with minors in biology and in anthropology. And I'm currently getting my master's of research in...
Hold on. I want to see this cutscene before we start. Oh, that's creepy, dude. It looks so hellish. It really looks hellish.
Great Slayer. Alert the priest.
Wow, look at these levels. Oh my god, look at this.
primatology. And today we're discussing evolution on trial. Even though in my opinion, this was in the opinion of the vast majority of scientists, this was settled decades ago. So, what do we mean when we say evolution? Well, what we do mean is that evolution is a change in heritable characteristics of biological populations over successive generations. What we don't mean is the Big Bang, stellar evolution, abiogenesis, an exclusive trend towards bigger and stronger, or books, computers, and car analogies. We also don't mean a flat Earth discussion, which we might also have tonight. We'll see. So what does support evolution? Well, despite being one of the most scrutinized theories of all time, evolution finds support in every relevant field, both with regard to science, life science rather, and the hard sciences. So we find it in paleontology, biology, anthropology, genetics, as well as geology, physics, chemistry, and statistics. So I'm going to be highlighting some of the life science support today, since we're sort of on a limited time budget. Genetics! We've all been here before. So let's take a moment and observe this terrifying cartoon family tree for babies. Using a full comparison of each member's genome, we would be able to tell that Catherine and Amanda are more close to Dave. This is just lining up your genome side by side and seeing if they match or are indeed more similar. So, this is also done to determine paternity. This is legally binding and shows up to 99.99% that two people are or are not related and holds up in court. It's also done to determine dog breeds. You can send in your dog's DNA sample and get a decent estimate of what's kind of in them if they're sort of a mutt. As such, we can say across the animal kingdom that more similar genomes equals more closely related. I really don't think anyone out there is going to be arguing this. Now, I've discussed with some creationists in the past sort of the minutia of whether or...
Erica deserves a medal for putting up with Nerth and Terps, and I agree. And I like Erica. I'm not even going to play. She's very smart, very well educated. Like, recently, unlike some of us who occupy my live chat and have this in common, it has not been an extended amount of time since Erica has been educated. Oy vey.
What the best...
You lose stuff the longer you're out of school, but it comes back easy. Yeah, it's good to see you, man. Rodent, glad to have you, dude. Suge, yeah, I do all the grocery shopping, pharmacy, and etc. all gloved up and face masked. Lol. However, my dad told me that she left today to buy some groceries after I went to work, and then Rodent, oh, she's gold through all this. I had to stop when Q&A started. It was a slaughter. I'm excited then. I'm excited.
How closely related two individuals are, and everything I have been able to find comes up with full genomic comparison.
Oh, Craig, you know it, man. You know it. I go back and I try to catch up on algebra, calculus, these things that, like, it's been so long. Like, my kids will come to me for algebra and stuff like that, and I'm like, duh. And I was so good at algebra. Like, I ain't even playing. It was like the back of algebra 2, geometry. It was all like the back of my hand.
So let's keep that in mind, because we have to consider that when genomes are aligned side by side, we see a 96% similarity between humans and the members of genus Pan. So that's your chimps and your bonobos. And when we're looking at just, coding base pairs, that number rises up to 98.8, almost 99% similar. Interestingly enough, when chimps and bonobos see their genomes compared to the other great apes, such as gorillas and orangutans, we see that they are more closely similar to us. So we are one another's closest living relative. Humans and chimps are more closely related than both mice and rats are to each other, or house cats and tigers. Creationists would consider the above pairs to be within their own created kinds, but there is no means to classify mice and rats within a kind and then not place humans with the rest of the hominoids. What about paleontology? Let's zip through this. We're gonna look at a bunch of cool fossils. Essentially, the general trend here, since we're gonna keep it pretty brief today, is can we or can we not show a gradient of more basal characteristics in a common ancestor to more modern morphology in modern animals? And if we can do that, this is a testable prediction that can be made and either confirmed or denied by evolutionary theory. So let's consider, of course, our hominids. Yes, we can, of course, confirm that what we're seeing here is small morphologic change through geologic time. As I say every time, it's very difficult to see B overnight becoming something like M, but from B to C or C to D or D to E, it's not rocket science. This is very small incremental changes that result in what is macroevolution. We can look at one of our favorite mosaics, Lucy, Australopithecus afarensis, and indeed also Australopithecus africanus. We see nearly identical knees, a parabolic palate, an inline big toe, a pelvis that is much more similar to modern humans than to a chimpanzee's, and of course a more ventral foramen magnum. What about our tetrapods? Well, guess what? Morphologic change over geologic time. Through the various strata, we see the modern tetrapod traits emerging, going from Eusthenopteron all the way through Acanthostega and to Tulerpiton. What about mammals? Same situation. Look at our synapsids and our pelycosaurs, through our therapsids, and indeed to our cynodonts. What do we see? Morphologic change through geologic time. You'll notice that those sprawling legs are going underneath the body. We're seeing heterodontia arise, etc., etc. But we can see this in a modern analog as well, because when we compare, it says dragon here, but what that actually is an agama. It's a type of lizard. When we compare an agama lizard to a fossil mammal relative, this one is Thraxodon, and also a newborn kangaroo rat and an adult kangaroo rat, what we see is the mirrored movement of the inner ear bones. We're seeing what is essentially a recapitulation of the evolution of the auditory ossicles in the first place. This should not be the case if what we're dealing with is a sort of created kinds. Whales, same situation. Did you know that whales have the same knees as modern ungulates? Well, they do. There's a picture of it right there. They also have similar ankle bones when in sort of the individuals that we find them in. And there's a structure in the inner ear known as the involucrum, which is exclusively found in modern cetaceans today, so dolphins and whales, and can be found in a single lineage of terrestrial mammals that walked on all fours, and then slowly through, of course, geologic time, we see them take to the seas. So, all of this is still observation, and it's still empirical. As I've said before, many observations in sort of astronomy, medicine, and geology aren't direct observations with their eyeballs, but rather they're an interpretation of data, or in the case of medicine, symptoms, and an appropriate sort of conclusion is reached from those data points. So what we need to do to begin to sow doubt for evolution, what our interlocutors must do today, is they must invalidate a full genomic comparison as the best means to determine relatedness. They're also going to have to provide an explanation for why fossils show morphologic change through geologic time, and why these changes seem to match the divergence ranges given by genetics. That's an awfully big coincidence. And of course, if we can touch on it, I would love to see them put forth an invalidation for radiometric dating as a means to determine the very ancient age of the Earth. I hope that was within 6 minutes. I really rushed through it. You can hear me stumbling over my words.
You'll make a fine
Well, I don't think
addition
I'll
to
need
the
a full
front line.
6 minutes there,
Demons!
James. The only thing that I'd like to add to what Erica had to say is we could take basically all of the, and we talked about this earlier today. Eric and I had a call around lunch today, and we talked some of this stuff over. With what we found out in genetics over the last 50 years, we could take pretty much all the skeletons that we have, all the fossils, everything we have, and we could throw it all in the dump. We really don't even need it. Genetics show us everything that we could possibly ever have dreamed of having. You can see where retroviruses were injected into DNA, and I've had a chance of talking to these two guys here before we came on air tonight, and some of their opinions are just really out there. You're going to hear a lot of this is the fact, just believe me because I say so. So what Eric and I are going to talk about tonight is what 99% of scientists pretty much agree on. There's always a fringe factor. You're always going to get scientists out there who are going to believe in gods, and they're going to warp what they see in reality to try to fit a god in. You can see Hugh Ross do it. You can see a lot of people really doing some mental gymnastics that are really Olympic class gymnastics, to be honest with you. But yeah, in genetics alone, we have everything that we could ever need, and we could just take everything. We could take all those skeletons that Eric just showed us. We could throw them all in the garbage. We have everything, and like she said, this can put people in jail. We have cases now that are 50, 60, 70 years old that we're pulling DNA evidence out on, and we're putting these people in jail. Now, yeah, a lot of them are very old people that have committed crimes at a young age, but that's how accurate this stuff is. This isn't something that we just make up and it's a big conspiracy, and genetics are something that we're told by the government, and it's all some underhanded thing to make you believe that certain things are going on. No, we put people in jail over this for lifetimes. So there's no doubt that this stuff is real. And I think what you're going to hear tonight is really not a debate on anything to do with reality. I think what you're going to hear is a whole pile of we're being duped by the scientists, and we're being told things, and we're to believe this, and we're idiots because we believe what all these scientists have to say. Well, I'll tell you right now, I've worked on a lot of stuff. I'm 52 years old in my life, and I never went to a special meeting where we all sat around and said, we're really going to try to pull this over the eyes of the general public. We're really going to try to make them think that vaccines are all a conspiracy and this is a conspiracy, and that's what you're about to hear tonight. So enjoy. This is going to be more of a circus than learning anything. I've already talked to these two guys, and you know, they're both flat Earth creationists, which, you know, you put those two together and really what's left for common sense. But take her away there, guys. Let's hear some of this rhetoric. I'd love to hear it.
Very sassy. And Austin, Nathan, the floor is all yours. Thanks for being here as well.
Oh, what's up? Thanks, man. Yeah, just like last minute, but this is actually, in my opinion, not going to be that difficult. This dude just spewed a bunch of ad homs, like that makes his point mean anything. He appealed to authority, appealed to a majority, and that means nothing. So it's very simple. In order to substantiate the postulation of evolution, one would have to present some evidence of intermediate species. You cannot just claim some similarities in genetic sequences, thus equate to a change in species, speciation. That makes no sense. You're also going to have to address biogenesis, right, or present some form of postulation that would be counter to it. So really, it's that simple. I don't need 6 minutes. Evolution is a positive claim and thus has the burden of proof. So you can't shift the burden of proof. That's a fallacy. So, you know, we'll just keep an eye on who's really, you know, lacking evidence and presenting fallacious arguments, because you can ramble on about a bunch of scientists think this, but that doesn't mean anything. Pseudoscience is an actual fact. So it's that simple for me. That's all I gotta say.
Excellent, awesome. Take it away. Hey guys, my name is Nathan Thompson.
I run the official Flat Earth and Globe discussion on Facebook. There's 130,000 people. We're doing independent research. There's no cursing or insults allowed. So we take it very seriously. If people don't take it seriously, we kick them out. We've got about 10,000 people on our block list. So, I mean, if people want to come in and troll, they can just be another drop in the bucket. But we are there to talk about real science, real observations. What are the facts?
I'm dead.
And the only one anyone ever believes in this space monkey evolution nonsense is because a man told them about it. And they usually told them about it at a very young age, when people are gullible. So the only barrier from the truth is the preconceived notion that you already have it. So if you think, or you think you're right, or you think you know what the facts are, and you're not open, well then that is the only barrier from the truth. Now evolution stems from the theory that the Earth is a spinning globe. Nobody, I repeat nobody, on our stationary, beautiful flat Earth thinks that their great-great-grandparents were a sponge. Okay? They don't believe that their great-great-grandparents were some sort of shape-shifting monkey man that eventually proliferated into humans. Okay? And nobody would think that unless they were taught that in school. There is no scientific evidence for this nonsense. As Austin said, you can't just claim they have similar genes, so there was a change in speciation. You can't just claim that these two fossils have similar arms, so there was a change in speciation. That is a joke. That is a device that they are using to deceive you. And when you're 6 and 7 years old, you'll fall for it. But when you're an adult and you're a critical thinker, we shouldn't be falling for this kind of hocus pocus, booga booga, pseudoscience nonsense. Okay? The scientific method is an observation first, then an hypothesis, then rigorous experimentation. So I saw Erica had up on her screen astrology, and then it said observation and empirical, as if looking at the stars is anything empirical. You can't manipulate the cause of any effect in space, because nobody is going to space to manipulate cause and effect experiments and test things. All you can do is observe, and they have to presuppose that space is real, that it's a real medium, that those are distant objects light years away, everything's a ball, they're all gases in a vacuum. The definition of a vacuum is absence of gas. So if you believe that planets are gas pressured, get pressurized planets in a vacuum, you're just scientifically illiterate. Okay, and so yeah, he talked about how we never met and said we're gonna hide all this stuff for vaccines. Dude, you never worked on vaccines. You're an engineer. Okay, so why would you ever be in a meeting where a bunch of people are discussing how they're gonna hide the truth about vaccines from you? I mean, that is the biggest gaslight from what we're here to talk about, period. You said we put people in jail. It's real. As if throwing someone in a cage is scientific evidence of something. Like, what kind of joke is that? Then you said, all the skeletons and fossils, we could throw those in the dump. All right, great, so we will. Said genetics show everything. You're right, they do. They show that information doesn't come from nowhere, okay? And also entropy. Things are not mutating and getting more magnificent and more creative and more developing new arms or new wings or multiple limbs or gills so they can breathe underwater. That ain't happening, okay? Certain genetic code produces certain animals, and that's all we see. So that's all the time I need. Thank you, James, for the time. Let's get into the back and forth.
Thank you very much. We will now jump into the open dialogue, as Nathan has mentioned. And want to mention, I'm so sorry, even the description for this debate, strangely, I was looking for
oh my god
debates. All of our descriptions from past debates are currently gone. I don't know. Let me know if anybody else is experiencing that, because I do try to make it a priority to put everybody's link in the description, and including tonight's description is blank. So I'll figure that out. But in the meantime, so give me feedback if you got it in the live chat. Thanks so much. And floor is all yours, everybody. Thanks again for being here, and I will work on getting your guys' links in the description. Thanks for being here. The floor is all yours.
Well, chances are you won't, James. It's a conspiracy. It's the majority of people. It's a conspiracy, and all those links are gone, and everything's a conspiracy. And what you need is a few millennials to sit there and tell you that everything that we've done and worked on over the last 100 years. Yep, you got Kent SpongeBob there. Yep. Like, we're dealing with some people here that are very special. Let's just say that. They don't believe in anything. All the vaccines, everything is a conspiracy. The Earth is obviously flat. Like, that just makes a lot of sense. Everything tells us that the Earth is flat. And they're going to sit there in their stunnedness, especially this Nathan guy. He's incredibly stunned. He's probably one of the dumbest people that I've come across on your entire channel. But in public, let's put this out there. Tonight, I am willing here, and nothing, no bullshit here. This is when it comes down to money. $1,000 I will put in your account, James. He will do the same, and I'm gonna tell you, he tried to tell me earlier that the speed that we see the International Space Station go across the sky is wrong. So I'm gonna tell you that exactly the height that they say it is, we will work it out. I will do it all on video, and we will see how many arc minutes it travels. And if it travels the right amount, I win. If it doesn't, he wins. So you're dealing with a clown here. He started off the night with, "You don't know who I am. I'm the head of the Flat Earth Society." Total clown here. So let's hear this clown talk. I think everyone will just pretty much figure out what he is.
No!
If evolution
How do I have that many extra
real,
lives?
then what is it? Is it a god? What's this guy's point? Like, what's this clown have to say here? Is it a god? What are we talking about?
So let me get in on this real fast, Mark, because I don't say this a lot, but honestly, I really feel like my entire opening statement was completely ignored or just not observed at all.
Yeah, it was.
Sorry, but Mark did say that all the fossils and all that stuff we can throw in the dump.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and that's fine. That's fine.
We can focus on the genetics.
Right, and that's fine.
We could.
That's fine. I'm with you. But the thing is that Austin prior, and I know you guys didn't have a discussion beforehand and decide on what you were going to go over, but he asked, right, for transitional forms. Now I know he was present for my opening statement, at least for part of it. So I find it very, very difficult to sort of reconcile that fact with the fact that he saw my opening statement, he saw probably 24 pictures showing morphologic change over geologic time, which is what evolution predicts, then turns around and says, "Show me the transitional fossils." I did.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said intermediate species.
Those are the...
No. Do we have any intermediate species that are alive that we can observe, please?
Yes.
How about dog and wolf? How about that? You happy with that one or no?
That's species.
How about wolf to dog? Are you happy with that one?
That's the same species.
Oh, it is. Okay, I see. So we could take dogs and we could breed them back to wolves? Is that what you're telling us?
No, I'm saying, can you show me where a monkey has turned into a Neanderthal and then a human, and where's the intermediate?
You just said living species. You just said living.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, why is there not intermediate species?
Wait. Are you asking...
Living?
Are you asking... Hold on, Mark. I really need a second for this. Are you asking... If we came from monkeys, why are there still monkeys? Is that what I'm getting?
No, what I'm asking is, where's the intermediate species?
You're asking for transitional forms. That's what I showed.
Okay, look, let me say this. If we come from apes, and then
Yes.
there's Neanderthals, now there
we don't come from apes. We are apes. We don't come from apes. We are apes.
That's why you keep interrupting him. Is because you think.
Wait, just do your
Yes, I'm an ape. Yes, that's right. We are apes.
Cool story, dude.
Hey, Monkey Man, can you stop interrupting the debaters?
Now I will resurrect
Either one. I know you love to go on your rambles.
Pudding
You guys
come
are saying
from?
that monkeys
Emily, where does pudding come from?
human over time.
Yes.
Just wondering, because, I mean, we can take all the fossils, Mark said that, throw it in the trash. How did this genetic code, right, the code, insert new data on its own out of nothing to create human?
What's different? What is different between you and a chimpanzee?
Or you and a raccoon. What's different about you and a raccoon?
I missed that. Say that again.
I don't throw my own food. I don't drink my own piss. I can reason between right and wrong.
What does any of that have to do with genetics? Those are all behaviors.
Can I step in, Erica?
Well, I'm not
because man rapes, man kills, man does incredibly shitty things to man.
Animals
so
do
what's
that.
what is this clown talking about?
Animals
that he
do that
doesn't
too.
throw his own poo. What are you?
Oh my god, I can't listen to this right now, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I'm actually tired as hell. It's been a long day. It's been a long 2 days. But tomorrow we'll be back. We'll do even more streaming and we'll be pumping it out. Thank you guys, all of you that hung out with me tonight, all of you that came to the interview earlier. Hope to see you all tomorrow. We're gonna be doing some more good stuff then. Got some stuff to talk to you about and show you. If you want to support us, hit subscribe over here and at UNIRock2. There's links in the chat if you want to join our Patreon or if you want to donate. You don't have to. You can just come watch the show. It does. It supports us the best way. Hey, right back at you, Suge. Appreciate it. Sasquatch, Jules, Dove Kitty, Rodent, man, so good to see you. Thomas, Leroy, Boxer Wing. I got to go to bed. I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm exhausted, but I appreciate all of you. Glad to be here. Glad you're here too. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Appreciate you. Night, Loopy. Good to see you. See you soon.